The Amache National Historic Site is located near Granada, Colorado, and serves as a poignant reminder of a dark chapter in American history, the forced incarceration of Japanese Americans during World War II. The historic site aims to preserve and interpret the stories of those unjustly detained. The site underscores themes of resilience, civil rights, and the ongoing struggle for justice in the face of prejudice. Following the attack on Pearl Harbor, widespread fear and racism culminated in the signing of Executive Order 9066 by President Franklin D. Roosevelt in February of 1942. This order authorized the forced removal and incarceration of over 120,000 Japanese Americans, two-thirds of whom were U.S. citizens, based solely on their ancestry. Amache, officially known as the Granada Relocation Center, was one of 10 war relocation centers in the U.S. It was located in southeastern Colorado and housed approximately 7,300 internees from 1942 to 1945. The camp was a self-contained community with barracks, a school, a hospital, and even a newspaper. Despite these facilities, life there was marked by harsh conditions, limited resources, and the emotional toll of confinement. Internees endured numerous hardships, from extreme weather conditions to overcrowded barracks. Families were uprooted from their homes and livelihoods, often losing their possessions and businesses in the process. Yet they demonstrated remarkable resilience by creating a sense of normalcy within the camp. Schools were established to educate children, gardens were cultivated to improve the barren landscape, and cultural practices such as traditional Japanese crafts and festivals were maintained. Internees also contributed to the war effort by working on local farms and serving in the military, with many young men enlisting in the renowned 442nd Regimental Combat Team, a highly decorated unit composed almost entirely of Japanese Americans. After the war, the internment camp was dismantled and its buildings were sold or repurposed. However, the site remained a symbol of the injustices faced by Japanese Americans during the war. In the decades following the war, efforts to preserve the site gained momentum, driven by former internees, their descendants, and advocates for social justice. In 2006, Amache was designated a National Historic Landmark, and in 2022, it became a National Historic Site under the National Park Service. This designation ensures the site's preservation and provides opportunities for education and reflection. Visitors can explore the remnants of the camp, including reconstructed buildings and interpretive exhibits that tell the stories of those who lived there. In the southwest corner is the original cemetery and monument house. The cemetery includes 11 grave plots, 10 that have markers and 1 without one, and a monument to those who lost their lives fighting the war. 106 deaths occurred at the camp, although many remains were voluntarily removed after its closure in 1945. The story of Amache is a reminder of the consequences of prejudice and fear in times of national crisis. It challenges Americans to reflect on the values of democracy, justice, and human rights. By preserving this historic site, the nation acknowledges its past mistakes and honors the resilience of those who endured the injustice.